Hi guys, it's Pink Toaster here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video than I usually do. I wanted to talk a interesting topic that recently was on my feed, which is Nine Vicious. Some of you may have already known about the situation, probably most of you since you clicked this video, but it's gonna be a little bit different, and let's get to it. Did you pick the green square picking up his headset and slamming on the ground? Because you would be right.
Bruh.
Alright, so as you can see, Nine Vicious picked up the headphones and fucking slammed it on the ground. But essentially, what the background knowledge I know of is this happened August 18th at the Van Buren in Phoenix, Arizona. He had a sold out concert and he got a little upsetty spaghetti because his sound audio wasn't working very well, which honestly is a reasonable thing to be upset about. But the way he responded, I don't know. I don't know if that's the right answer. I'm gonna play another clip for you guys from a different angle and different section of the night that he started harassing the employees at the Van Buren. That's playing in the background right now. But essentially, I wanted to yap about this because I just find this pretty what's the word? Astonishing that someone feels the comfortability to do this in front of a crowd of people that he calls his fans. And also astonishing that a lot of these fans also backed him up, saying that he was in the right for behaving this way. Cause low-key, he's acting like a child with a tantrum. I don't find this acceptable by any means. Just because he's famous does not mean you get a pass to be a fucking dick. Sorry. But yeah. I also want to pop in real quick that I noticed in the video that I just showed, there's a girl in the background saying, "I don't like this, I want a refund," which I honestly wasn't going to originally pop in and talk about this, but I do want to get your guys' opinion because I'm not 100% sure whose side she's referring to, if she's talking about she's thinking Nine is in the wrong or the staff is, because I do know a lot of Nine's fans are on his side, but in this particular scene, I'm actually just not 100% sure. Alright, so in that clip that I also found kind of interesting, but Nine got so pressed about this whole situation that he actually started convincing his fans that he, end quote, fuck Van Buren and fuck shit up, end quote. I think that's kind of silly because actually it worked, and there is a video with them destroying a gate at the Van Buren, which I can also, I'll pop that in real quick right now.
Oh, he got a gun or something? He got in his hand.
So yeah, this clip behind me is actually after the fact where they shut down the concert pretty early because of the way he was treating the employees, the staff, which 100% reasonable. Like, that kind of was coming. But yeah, the fans were getting pretty angry and rowdy, and that's what this video is all about. I'm gonna pop a clip real quick with them shutting down the Van Buren.
Attention everybody, please make your way to the exits on the west side of the building there. The show is now over. We need everybody out of the building, please. Over to the exit.
Alright, so as you can see, the cops were called later on in the scene, because I think the crowd was getting a little rowdy after they kicked them out after the Van Buren. But I do want to just yap a little bit more about what I did find out. Granted, I found this on a TikTok video, so the sources are not very strong, and I could not find the video afterwards, but I did hear that the reason why the audio was not working was because Nine decided not to show up for the testing at the venue, so when the concert pursued and happened, it did not work and it was going in and out. So I don't really think that is on the staff's fault. That's kind of on Nine. If that's allegedly true, again, I could not find that video that I saw that on. If I do, I'll drop it down in the comments so you guys can see it. But otherwise, I just don't really think that's fair. And again, the way he acted and having a full-on tantrum is not fair to the people who paid money to go and see him.
How about that? Fuck this video, y'all wanna fuck my sound up? Fuck you, nigga.
Anywho, toodles, that's really it for Nine Vicious and like why he kind of went out on this outburst. But I do want to talk about the workers and what their point of view was, because there's a video out there with one of the workers explaining and what his position was and like why he really couldn't do anything about it, which I will play right now.
Fuck this attacked me. No, I didn't punch him. He took my. Hey, why you punching? He didn't punch me. He just took my headset and fucking tossed it. Why did you do that? What'd you do to him? I didn't do shit about it. You didn't do shit? I didn't do shit about it, okay? What did he do to you? You guys need to evacuate though, okay?
I feel so terrible for this worker. You can tell in the video that he's just very stressed and distraught and a little bit in shock because of this situation, and he definitely did not deserve this. I was watching some previous videos about this guy in particular, that he's generally like a pretty nice person. Like, he was handing out water to the audience in need, and he does a pretty good job is what I read about, and also a pretty great person. So I feel really bad that he went through this for no freaking reason, for something that was not his fault, and just pure anger from Vicious 9, which is not very cool. Yeah. I also saw a video yapping about how the Van Buren is one of the few concert places that actually gives out water for free, which I have been to a couple concerts in my life, and I have seen so many people pass out because of dehydration and stuff, so I think that's very unique and special, but unfortunately, this concert may have just, like, ruined that whole aspect to that, which is unfortunate because you don't get that too much anymore. So the venue Van Buren is owned by Live Nation and Ticketmaster, and if some of you don't know, they own a lot of other venues throughout the state, which I think is a majority of them. They are one of the biggest buyers of them. So essentially, if they decide to, which is more than likely because he was assaulting staff and damaging or coercing his fans to damage property, he could be essentially banned from all the venues throughout the state. Of which is majority of them. Not all are under this category, but he essentially could kind of just royally fuck himself. Shit goes around and comes back around. So looking through these videos, I kind of did like wander through the comments, and I noticed that I'll put these comments up right now, but I do notice that a lot of people are in general agreement that this was kind of messed up of him and kind of immature. So I'm glad that most people are in agreement of this, but there are a few fans, that are a good handful of them, that are convinced that this was just like, fuck Van Buren, this was uncool, blah 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 blah. Anywho, this is just me. I just wanted to try something a little different, new with my videos. This is not really meant to be that serious, but I wanted to try something new. And also, I watched Moist Critical, and I was hoping he would talk about this topic, but he didn't, or not yet at least. But I was like, hey, I can, and I have a little bit of an opinion on it. But yeah, please let me know if you guys like this video. Drop a follow. I'm still a very small YouTuber, and I really appreciate that love and support. And if you want more videos like these, I would love to make more, because this was pretty fun to yap about. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.